Well, good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com with your morning market outlook for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. In the pre market, we've got stock index futures and commodities both trading above fair value. So it looks like we are going to see a little buying at the open on Wednesday morning. I haven't mentioned Bitcoin lately. It's still stuck at the 75,000 level. It has traded above it over the past couple of days, but once again we settled at on 75,000 on Tuesday. Now, looking at the VIX or the fear index, there's still a huge divergence here. We've got stock index futures making new all-time highs. The VIX is certainly nowhere near making new all-time lows. So you can see the VIX for the S&P 500 traded up into the channel. We had a small pullback in the S&P 500 yesterday. The SPY was down 0.65%. It did close below the previous day's low, so that is a bearish sign. There's the VIX for the NASDAQ trading up through the upper channel line. We did not close above it, so we're still on a sell signal. We did have a pullback in the NASDAQ, just a little over a third of a percent, so no major pullback just yet. But options traders look spooked at the moment. There's the VIX for the Russell, up 4.69%, traded through the upper channel line, but once again did not close above it. And there's the Russell 2000 making a new high and then actually closing lower on the day. That gave us a bearish reversal signal, and we're still waiting for an early warning signal on the panic zone chart. That has not happened yet. Moving on to the Canadian market, anything mining related got hit on Tuesday, and there's the GLD and the SLV both back on sell signals as of Tuesday's close. There's the TSX 60 making a new high and then having a major pullback, down 1.25%, pulling down to the lower channel line. We're still looking for a close on Wednesday below $49.50. Yesterday was another bearish reversal day, and now we've got a new early warning signal on the panic zone chart. So we're on guard at the moment. Of course, we're going to see some sell signals in the mining sector, but for the rest of the TSX, we're just on guard at the moment. Now, the worst performing sector and the sectors that we follow on Tuesday was the GDX. So gold stocks traded in New York were down 6.19%. In Toronto, they were down 5.79%. In both cases, we're back on sell signals. We're back on sell signals for copper miners. We're back on sell signals for materials. For the silver miners, we're not back on a sell signal for the base metals traded on the TSX. We were certainly down 3.75%, landed on the lower channel line, did not close below it. We're just a few cents away from doing that on Wednesday. Now, looking at a couple of the major gold stocks, we've got Agnico Eagle, we've got Barrick, we've got Kinross, all back on sell signals at the moment. And if we look at Kinross, you've got a series of lower highs and a series of lower lows. And now we're looking to see if the market wants to continue lower from here. And that's certainly a legitimate target to the downside if we break down below the March lows. Of course, that has not started yet. Wheaton Precious Metals also down on the day. It's considered a silver stock, but of course they pull up gold as well. I'm pulling these charts out of the list that I follow, but of course, if you look at last night's report, and I just clipped the bottom part of the report, you can see all of these stocks with the word gold and silver in them all generated sell signals on Tuesday. So right across the board, we've got major sell signals. Now, looking at the energy sector, it was the best performing sector, up 1.75%. Certainly no buy signal there. Looking at a couple of the energy stocks, Canadian Natural Resources was up on the day. We had Cenovus up on the day. We also had Baytech, and Baytech we were looking for a close above 589, and we closed at 593. So Baytech is back on a buy signal at the moment. There is Suncor moving up yesterday, but certainly nowhere near a buy signal coming into Wednesday's trading action. Now, looking at the U.S. market on Tuesday, the big winners in North America were the oil and gas explorers and the oil and gas equipment manufacturers. Those were the big winners. Of course, they don't have a lot of impact on the overall U.S. market, not like semiconductors, which were the next big winners. And this is the XSD ETF making a new high, coming right up to the 437.50 level, got as high as 435.90 yesterday. So we should be able to hit that target this morning. Now, the best performing semiconductor yesterday was actually AMD, which had an inside day, followed by Rambus, followed by Monolithic Power, then Marvell, then we've got Axios making a new high on Tuesday. And on semiconductor, up 1.58% on the day, making a new high. Now, NVIDIA is still stuck to $200, so no major breakdown or anything. It was a bearish reversal day yesterday, but we didn't close below the previous day's low, so no major breakdown here. We're still stuck to $200. It's a big round number. I personally am not interested in trading NVIDIA, so we are watching it closely. We're not trading it. The average true range has fallen to 2.27%, which is very low for a chip stock. Compare that to AMD, which is a much better trading vehicle than NVIDIA. But we're watching NVIDIA because it is the biggest cap company around and it does sway the market. So here we are with AMD. The average true range is 3.79%. That's a much more interesting stock to trade than NVIDIA at this time. Okay, folks, that's all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like we are going to see some buying at the open on Wednesday morning. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Thursday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.